Amazon, like the leading marketplace worldwide, it has only 10% total in EU. Main idea of WAPI is doing the FBA like fulfillment, let's call it FBW, fulfillment by WAPI.
And this is a very interesting point to understand WAPI, because WAPI is a company that first analyzes the demand. So we're thinking about the client, about e-com.
In EU.
Any mistake here brings a bad review on your purchase, right?
And WAPI basically is a global logistics company because it can take your products, for example, in China, and bring to Amazon warehouses in Europe, and the same time to some customer, let us say in Spain, who shops via local e-commerce platform, for example, manomano.es.
Hi, everybody. It's WAPI webinars again, and my name is Alexander Fridman. I'm CEO and founder of company WAPI, and with me today is my colleague, CEO of WAPI, Nikolay Barbanov.
Hey, everyone.
We're continuing our series of webinars together with Nikolay. The previous one, we were discussing the fulfillment industry in general. And today we want to go a little bit more in details for those who is interested and who understands how not very easy is the logistics and fulfillment supply chain for e-commerce. We're going to go a little bit deeper in details and discuss how WAPI helps e-com sellers. So, yeah. Nikolay, maybe you start.
Yeah, let's try it out. I guess we'll jump into the presentation.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Okay, so Alexander, do you see my screen?
Yes, of course, everybody see it.
Okay. Okay, yes, and let's try to give today the overview of what we are doing. I guess we are doing something which is on the cutting edge of industry, logistics industry and e-commerce industry. This is maybe something which is never done before, like the same product as we do. So it's like last time we spoke, but today like more strict and general overview. We are located in Europe, and mostly we are speaking about Europe. And Europe is interesting because it is a very big e-commerce market, but undeveloped and disrupted. Why it is disrupted? I guess because Amazon, like the leading marketplace worldwide, it has only 10% total in EU. Correct, Alexander?
Absolutely. E-com market in Europe is, the volume of e-com market is more than 700 billion euro, and Amazon got only 10% of it. So there is a huge potential, more than Amazon in Europe.
Yes. And Amazon basically ranks, for my understanding, for two reasons. First reason is that they are the habit for people, they are Google for products. So they invest in marketing and they build a habit for customer. If they want to shop, they go to Amazon. So it's marketing. And the second reason basically is logistics, because they powered their e-commerce platform with a very, I guess, leading global solution, Amazon FBA, which capable of fulfillment millions of sellers with like thousands of orders per month. For example, me being in past e-commerce seller fulfilled 60,000 units or orders per month via Amazon FBA, and I didn't pay any attention to the daily fulfillment. So yeah, I guess this is the point for Amazon success, but other e-commerce space in Europe is very, very disrupted because there are dozens of other marketplaces like eBay, Realday, Cdiscount, ManaMana, OnBay, and many other solutions such as modern ones which launched recently, like Facebook Shop, Instagram Shop, Shopify. We know that Shopify is the rival of Amazon. It is prognosis to be rival of Amazon, main rival. And they have overall, each of them have very low percentage of coverage. Let's compare total numbers. I would not tell you how much sellers Amazon have in Europe. Maybe Alexander, do you know?
How many
Amazon sellers they have in Europe?
Yeah,
Amazon.
they have about 1,100,000 sellers. But the most interesting thing is that about 100,000 new sellers every year.
Yeah.
Every year, 100,000 more new sellers. That's what we have found in internet.
Yeah.
We're making our marketing research.
So seems this is the disruption because you heard Alexander's comment on Amazon numbers. And if you go to other marketplaces, so for example, Cdiscount has only 12,000 sellers lifetime gain onboarded.
I'm not sure in these numbers. But
I guess it's more or less true because globally Amazon has 2.5 million.
Yeah.
So if speaking of Europe, most likely it's a real number, like close to 1 million or something. Because for UK, I know the exact number for UK. In UK, they have like 300,000 sellers. So it is precise number. So I guess total.
I think Nikolay, the main thing is for that people know. For example, those from 90% who don't sell on Amazon in Europe, and also those who sell on Amazon and want to start selling outside of Amazon. Everybody knows the same problem that we have found a few years ago, that European market is broken into parts, broken into countries, and it is very difficult to organize by yourself the logistics, to have warehouse in every country because every country is different, the courier service in every country because every country is different, the translation issues, the VAT issues, a number of issues that is very, very difficult to solve by yourself unless you're a huge trading company with 100 employees. That's what we have found in WAPI, and we decided, okay, Amazon has built a one unified logistics and fulfillment network for Europe, and we will do it also. So we are creating FBA-like fulfillment network, like pan WAPI European fulfillment network for everybody, so that it will be easy to sell through any sales channel in any country in Europe, and do it very easy through one IT platforms, through one logistics system. That's the problem that we're solving.
Yes, so we basically trying to solve this disruption, and one of the biggest disruption is, as Alexander said, the fulfillment. And the problem is that much of the marketplaces, for example, Cdiscount, ManoMano, they have their own fulfillment, but it also presented mostly locally. It is not suitable for modern e-commerce like Pan-EU for fast shipping and for also IT integrations, as Alexander mentioned. So it's also a disruption, even though they have their own fulfillment. And the main disruption is that they are tiny, so they have small amounts. So for seller, it is no reason to stock to place very small stock to each marketplace or e-commerce platform fulfillment center. And many marketplaces and e-commerce platform doesn't have their fulfillment centers. For example, Shopify, which is huge, they launched their fulfillment solution in US 2019, but in EU they don't have their own fulfillment. So if you have huge volume sales on Shopify, there is no pan-EU solution to fulfill your Shopify sales.
Right, absolutely.
Yes. So let's try to bring what we trying to bring to the market, what we are bringing right now, and building it for further, making it better. As Alexander said, main idea of WAPI is doing the FBA like fulfillment. Let's call it FBW, fulfillment by WAPI. This is the general e-commerce fulfillment for all marketplaces, non-Amazon and including Amazon as well. So it is possible to do FBM fulfillment. But what is much more, what is like, I guess, additional is that Alexander came from general logistics, and he saw this picture like in more general way, and I guess we came to the point that it will be wise to cover all logistics needs of e-commerce seller in EU. And we came up that we have like three main directions. Leading is the fulfillment by WAPI, like fulfillment services, e-commerce fulfillment services. And additional to that, we also have FBA PREP services. We will speak in details about it. And general like B2B deliveries and global logistics. So WAPI tries to cover all needs of the seller nowadays, from the manufacturer, like for example in China, then shipping it to the EU, to the FBA PREP Center. Why? Because almost everyone everyone EU e-commerce seller nowadays do like, I guess, 70-80% at least on Amazon. Still, Amazon is the main channel. So if you do the selling, your supply chain looks like FBA PREP is a must. And also then you have a possibilities to do local storage and local B2C fulfillment of your e-commerce channels, and B2B delivery if you are a big business and you are selling not only just B2C, but also do the wholesale or distribution of your products, and in your case also tracking like pallets to your B2B clients as well.
Yeah, this is a very very interesting point to understand WAPI, because WAPI is a company that first analyzes the demand. So we're thinking about the client, about e-com. You know that Nikolay came to our company from the trading business. So Nikolay knows the same everything like what happens in the trading business like you are. And Nikolay knows how it is important when you grow, when you have your web shop, you want to sell directly from the web shop. When you are working with Amazon, you need to make the FBA PREP. And at some point, everybody who've got a good products receive the orders from local shops or local markets asking, hey, can you deliver us 2-3 pallets, 1 truck, 2 trucks? And this happens all over the Europe. So we wanted to make one solution to fulfill all these needs, and that's what we're doing, that's what we're creating.
Yes, and we'll try to give you some details on the services. For some of you, I guess it will be not new information. For some, it will be new. But in general, the interesting point that it really is, Alexander said, that it's like under one roof solution. So you don't need to go to different partners to combine all these needs.
Yeah, you have to you can go to the next slide. I'll just add that you have to understand that we are like your logistics department. You can understand that you have hired us to manage all your logistics needs in European Union. Like we've got very high skilled logistics specialists, very high skilled managers, high skilled IT developers, and we are the managers of all these different parts, and we combine it together and give you the solution. This is the idea of WAPI.
Yes, yes. And for me as an e-commerce seller, it seems to be a very good product because before I met WAPI, so first I came to WAPI not as the operational manager, but as a client myself. So for me, it's thrilling to be a part to take a part in building such a solution for e-commerce sellers. So for preparation, FBA PREP centers, I guess most of you know about it. What is it? But still, what is it? In general, it is the complex of like logistics and warehousing solutions, which allows you to prepare your goods to being shipped to and being shipped as well to the Amazon warehouses. Because I guess two main reasons. I guess three main reasons for that is that sellers buy from like China, for example, or other manufacturing. They buy in minimum like MOQ, minimal order quantity, and usually this order quantity are much higher than they need to sell, for example, for 1 month. So usually they buy at per one time products for like 4 months or 6 months in advance, and they need to store this big amount of goods somewhere because Amazon storage is very huge. During the pandemic 2020-2021, Amazon also limited the total volume sellers could store, and they also limited the SKU quantity, like per SKU. So you are not allowed to store like more than some amount of units per one SKU. And also the goods need to be prepared specifically, like labeled or palletized in some way. So there's where comes the need of a FBA PREP center. Alexander, do you have something to add here?
Yes, you're right that it's Germany. That's because we started to build this service from Germany, because Germany is the center of the Europe, and it is very easy to fulfill the needs of Amazon sellers from Germany. But as we said, we are developing it to have in every country in Europe.
Yes.
So the idea is that if one of your sales channels is Amazon, and you're fed up of all the Amazon rules, how to work and manage with their warehouses, you can give it to us, store your goods at our FBA PREP center, and we will then deliver your goods to Amazon, and we will label, we will prepare, we know all the rules, and it will be like less headache for you to work through our FBA PREP center than to work directly with Amazon.
Yes, and as you can see, we are rather flexible. As Alexandra mentioned, we started from Germany, and Germany covers most of the cases for European seller, because basically Amazon does for last 3 years pan-EU program, and for you the need is just to bring goods to the Europe Union and then ship it to one of the EU fulfillment center like Germany, Spain, Italy, or whatever, and it will be distributed. And so we started from Germany. Of course, it is like Brexit as well, and for UK you need to have like separate solution. But as you can see, we're like working on it, and we will soon have also the UK PrEP Center. And we're rather flexible towards operations. So as you can see, we can do as SPD delivery, LTL delivery ourselves locally or cross-border, for example. And also it is a possibility for you to use the Amazon partner carrier together with our solutions, because it will reduce your costs significantly. And we are, I guess, first IT company and management company. So we are here to bring the services not to like dozens, but to hundreds and maybe thousands of companies. That's why we aim towards full automation of all the procedures. So I guess we will help you also to reduce the human efforts from even your side needed to spend on like shipment creation workflow, labels, exchange with the WAPI, warehousing, etc. So it's about automation, IT, and general like management. So we would take care of managing all these processes for you.
Yeah, I would just add that it's for hundreds of thousands of clients.
yeah, I look forward for basically that.
Okay, let's go forward.
Yeah. Then let's jump into the core of the company. So the fulfillment itself, the e-commerce fulfillment, and I will today introduce you, I guess, new terms, new words you haven't heard before, like 4PL and 5PL logistics, because we all get used to the term in logistics as 3PL solution, like prep center plus company which can fulfill one or two channels, and that's it. So I guess it's a modern stage of logistics companies in e-commerce, like 3PL company. But we are like 4PL and maybe even 5PL company. About the PLs, we'll talk later. I have a nice diagram what is PL. But I guess main idea is that our company is a company which not just provides you logistics services, but also provides management of the services from our side. And we build the IT platform and continuing to build this platform to automate management and automate all the processes and bring it together as a one whole controlled process from one place. So I guess about the FBW, if you let me to say so, fulfillment by WAPI. Yes, as mentioned, the core is that it's centralized managed system, and also it's IT system first, which manages all the processes from the beginning, from like customer makes a purchase on any e-commerce marketplace or platform to the end of this process that customer receives his goods. Interesting in the network is that it's not like one country or two country warehouse network, but it's a big network which has warehouses in almost every country in EU. Here is, I guess, some missing with the numbers because, yeah, sorry, yes, I guess it's opposite, like 24 warehouses, 20 countries.
No, it's 20 warehouses that fulfill 24 countries. It's I think it's correct, because some countries that are small, we fulfill through a cross-border. So we don't have a local warehouse, but we have a warehouse in the country that is next to it. And so the delivery speed is not like 24 hours, but it's 48, 72.
Yeah, should be like this, yeah. And yes, the big point is that there are two main directions you can fulfill the goods. So if you are a bigger company, it is wise for you to store goods locally for two reasons: for the speed customer receives your goods, and for the costs of each parcel delivery cost. The local fulfillment is much cheaper if you do than the cross-border. Or if you, for example, a small company which doesn't have a significant volume to store goods locally in each country, you can store it in one master, like main warehouse, and do the cross-border. Our cross-border is also like affordable because we have volumes and contracts, and it is very well developed field also to do the cross-border. Let's jump a little bit deeper in what is the fulfillment process looks like. So first, the end customer makes a purchase on the website or web shop or e-commerce platform or marketplace, and somehow you need to receive this order, like to give this order to your fulfillment. And here comes the IT side. So the first touch of IT side. So to build some smooth, seamless solution to receive orders from multiple marketplaces and to process them somehow.
Somehow fast and transparent.
Yes.
And
Yes.
manageable.
Yes, I guess not somehow, but exactly fast, transparent, and yes, controlled via like different KPIs. And I can assure you that it is very tough process. So you need to spend a lot of time to understand business processes, requirements of marketplaces on all these like integrations and build these integrations. The second step, like physically to do the pick pack and book a delivery slot to the courier services. So it's also a big and complicated process to manage the warehouse, to do it exactly as you need to do, as industry requires them to do nowadays, to control it with the IT system, and to do it really fast. So because today the e-commerce about the fast delivery, and it needs to be like controlled. So most of the marketplaces, for example, Amazon, FBM, they have the KPIs to track the speed of your processes as well. So it means that not only speed matters, but also the constant timing matters as well here. Yes, and booking the delivery itself, it means that if you do, as we discussed it, locally or even globally, so cross-border, still you need to be partnering with local courier services. And it's like a nightmare. Imagine to build such a network yourself in Europe. So each country has its own local delivery services. Of course, you can use like global DHL or something, but it will cost much higher locally than local courier services. So it's a complicated process and takes time not only to build to draw a process, but also to partner with big number of different delivery courier services. And the second step,
I always say that it is difficult, but you can manage it at one warehouse. Maybe you can manage it in two countries, in two warehouses. On the third, it will be a so big headache for you that you would not do anything about your marketing. You would work only on the matter of the logistics. And when we're talking about all the countries in Europe, it's almost impossible. It's a big department, and it is much easier just to handle this job to us.
Yes, so it means that you will need to have a logistics department, very big and very professional logistics department inside of your company. And the last one is like the last mile, the delivery itself. It's also a complicated process because it's IT based. You need to book the delivery slot and track all the process and receive the statuses, and to act if, for example, parcel is lost or parcel is being returned from customer to pickup point because the customer was not at home, etc., etc. So it's a lot of different tiny pieces of this process, which also takes time and practice to build, and the IT system to manage. So
yeah, and the main thing also for everybody that everybody will understand is that any mistake here brings a bad review on your purchase, right? So any
yes,
mistake in any country, at any warehouse, at any delivery, at any step of the supply chain can bring us and you a bad review. So to make it smooth, to make it professional, to make it like as many wonderful and great reviews, fast deliveries, and people saying to you, "Wow, thank you. That's the I received everything is good. The package is good. It was very fast." To manage it in all the European market is a huge job, and we are making it easier for you. So we're trying to make it without a headache so you can focus on the marketing, focus on your product, not spending time on the logistics. And also we are making it easier for you to scale to different countries, to different marketplaces, to scale your business and make it greater and boost your sales by focusing. We are focusing on the logistics and you're focusing on marketing, and together it makes a great result in growing e-commerce sellers. And we also always say that WAPI is a love story about e-commerce seller. So continue, Nikolay.
yes. So we really try to color as much like hard logistics topics as possible, and let you do not bother at all with the logistics. And I would also add that the bad reviews can be something which you can like say that, okay, nothing like special, bad review, but for some marketplaces, it can lead to much harder a much harder like way of cooperation with the marketplace. For example, I will give you two examples. eBay will discontinue your sponsored products showing if you will ruin the KPIs of delivery. And in case of Amazon, if you do the FBM, so they even can close your account like forever. So it is more than reviews. It's like industry standard. So e-com marketplaces require from you to have very good level of operations towards fulfillment.
Yeah.
Interesting part, which is, I guess, the hidden part almost every time, but it's the hardest part, I guess, and the part which requires most time to build. So the integrations with the e-commerce solutions like marketplaces, platforms, etc. And there are main two ways to do it. The first one is via integrators. For example, I guess you all heard of such solution as Leanworks or Channel Advisor or ShipStation. ShipStation is famous mostly in US. Leanworks, Channel Advisor, I guess you also famous in EU. What we are trying to do in WAPI is partnering with all these solutions, not just one, but all. Currently, we have partnered with Leanworks and integrated. We have upcoming partnership with Channel Engine. Channel Engine is a new startup, which I guess could also make some revolution towards the integration solutions because it will be cheaper than the existing ones. And we try not only like just integrate them, but also to do some PR, like partnership. I guess maybe Alexander will a little bit go deeper here on the PR side.
Yeah, we are doing, as I said, love story about e-com sellers. So we're doing not only our service, we're bringing to the client, to the e-com sellers, all the possibilities that are there on the market. So as you know, our webinars starting from the beginning of the previous year, we're searching and inviting professionals, specialists, great companies to talk to us, to talk about their product. We're partnering with them. We're integrating our systems. We're bringing together all the possibilities that are on the market and giving it to e-com sellers so that it would be easier and easier from every month to month, year to year. It would be easier to scale and to again focus on marketing and focus on research and development of the products, because this is what the e-com seller is about: great product and great marketing. This is the passion, and not spending time on the logistics or integration or other operational stuff that is disturbing from the main idea of, hey, let's invent this. I love this product. Let's make it great. Let's sell it over everywhere. This when it starts. When we discuss the e-com seller discuss the product and that he wants it to be like all over the world, but you never find a startup entrepreneur that wakes up in the morning and says, hey, there is a great product. I want to make the integration and fulfillment. No, he never says like this. This is not the topic that everybody wants to think about. So we are searching all over the world, finding services, and we're partnering with these companies to make the dream of e-com seller come true faster and easier. And we will love just this journey, the e-com journey, and that's why we're doing it.
Absolutely correct. I would just have some small joke here is that I'm not typical seller. I get a master's in physics, and I guess I'm the only seller who receives joy from doing integrations. Yeah.
Let's continue.
Yeah, okay. And the second way is do direct integrations. And we are very focused on the direct integrations at WAPI because integrators are great, but they cost a lot of money to you. And we try to reduce the IT costs for you as well. So we have a roadmap and we have some developments already made. For example, we have Shopify direct integration, WooCommerce direct integration, and upcoming Amazon FBM. I guess Q1 we will make it live, the direct integration with Amazon as well. Magenta, yeah. So when basically the full spectrum of possible channels we have in the roadmap, and we'll try to integrate with them as soon as possible. We invest a lot of IT resources and spend a lot of investments on that one. So it is our goal and our value to make data exchange for you for free, because it's like 2021, and it's for me it's a big question. Why should I pay, for example, 10,000 euro per year just to bring my orders integrated?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I guess as you have understand, WAPI is we think that WAPI is the next generation of fulfillment. The logistics company for e-commerce is like a 4PL, 5PL standard. The next slide will describe what is this PLs about. But as you can understand, first WAPI is a fulfillment company who tries to fix the e-commerce disruption and the complexity of the processes, mainly logistics in our case. Also, WAPI is an IT company. as we discussed today as well. So trying to bring you free integrations with all possible ways of doing your e-commerce. Then also WAPI is an Amazon prep company, which is very unusual to combine at the same time IT fulfillment and Amazon prep. And then WAPI is a management company, so it manages all the processes in-house. WAPI has very big and sophisticated teams of logistics, team of business analysts, which build the process and manage them for you. And WAPI basically is a global logistics company because it can take your products, for example, in China, and bring to Amazon warehouses in Europe, and the same time to some customer, let us say in Spain, who shops via local e-commerce platform, for example, manomano.es. And this is like a little bit of Elon Musk stuff. This is the evolution of the logistics is happening, and the beginning and the end. So you all know the 3PLs. Like 3PLs is usually a warehouse which can do some certain amount of services, usually not very much automated and not very big like geography scale, etc. But the next two ones, like 4PLs and 5PL, is about the companies who do the overall supply chain management, like end to end, and they do like advisory consulting, and they are also an IT companies, and they from in-house, so they can IT consult you, or they can provide you with the end-to-end IT solutions. You can see that in the end, it is like, in the end, the supply chain will become self-aware. It means that like in the movie I'm Robot, yes, it will be separate structure as a human being, and it will run itself. But we are now, I guess, industry now moving to the 4PLs and 5PLs, and WAPI is now the 4PL and 5PL solution, and moving to 6PL, because we are discussing bringing in next years the machine learning and artificial intelligence, like smart solutions to do it, the management in a smart way.
I think Nikolay, we have in parts we have more. Of course, 6PL. This is what we're discussing right now. That's what Amazon has. The only Amazon has is artificial intelligence driven inventory management across all the local countries. And as you know, we are developing this together with you. So we want to bring it to the market next year when companies will have possibility just to send the goods in one local warehouse, and then artificial intelligence analyzes what are the speed of sales in every country and restocks the goods between the countries. That's what is already, we don't sell it yet, but we are already on the way. For example, 9PL is crowdsourced management logistics strategy, is also a little bit of what we're doing, because we're bringing together a lot of different companies from all over the Europe. We're not bringing yet the drivers, like we're not yet bringing to the market Uber, but still it's already somewhere on the way there. Past alternative supply chain strategies. Maybe that's also something that we're doing, because when we come to the country, we always test for our clients. For our clients, we're testing different courier services, different warehouses, different supply chain strategies to make it smoother for the delivery. And this is done by our company as a logistics outsource. So I think, yes, we are like now it's something like 5 PL, but at the same time we've got the parts of all the others.
Yes,
Yeah,
but the
and
market
the
to be
10 PL,
true.
Nikolay, sorry, 10 PL works when everything is integrated, when stock is there, then there is the 10 PL, the sales comes at
Yeah.
night, and automatically through the integration, it goes to the warehouses and goes to the courier service and it is delivered. So in some part, a little bit of 10 PL we also get.
To be true, I just like a couple of days ago, I was interested to investigate what is the top like cutting industry cutting edge, and it is interesting. Like as you know, Amazon changed the CEO. Like Bezos, not Jeff Bezos, is not anymore longer the CEO. Now the CEO is the former Amazon Web Services head of Amazon Web Services. So this computational and cloud management solutions, and they posted a video on 25th of January. You can Google it, about how Amazon warehouses now works in the supply chain. And that I was amused by understanding that, let us say that this supply chain fulfillment process, like inbound storage, pick, pack, outbound, like a separate stages of fulfillment, let us say. And I understood that on every stage of the supply chain, they use about several dozens or hundred in-house developments based on Amazon Web Services, like computer vision, machine learning algorithms, allowing them to do it efficiently. So it's a very, very big future. And I guess we'll also will come to it.
Yeah, of course. So let's go further, because actually we've got not a lot of time left.
I guess that's it. It's time for free discussion with you.
Yeah.
I guess I will show our faces.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. So please ask your questions, info@wapi.com, www.wapi.com. We will be glad to help you scale your business, boost your sales, bring you to the new countries in Europe, and probably in some time in the future it will be not only about Europe. We're now saying about Europe a lot because we've got a big amount of job here to be done, but of course we already have inquiries about other countries and all over the world, and we're starting to think about it. We're even doing some steps towards other markets. So how do you think, what is, Nikolay, what is the main headache? What was the main headache before you found WAPI, when you were building like your fulfillment network for your trading business from scratch? You were only starting. What was the main headache for you?
I guess the building this supply chain. I started very long ago when there was no any kind of companies like WAPI, and even the fulfillment, like Amazon Prep Center was also not a service. So it was like 2013. And the main headache was that we technically, physically created from scratch Amazon Prep Centers, like in US and EU for our purposes. We trained staff, we trained warehouses, we built some IT solutions to automate some information workflows. Then also we go to parcel delivery markets. So we try to fulfill e-commerce channels ourselves. And also we did from scratch, we taught warehouses how to do the parcel order fulfillment, because they previously did the just bulk good movements like pallet in, pallet out. And also we built like IT solutions to integrate all the stuff. And also like I had the project like 1 year length to integrate my warehouse with the one Scandinavian web shop, like end to end. So it took creating IT solutions and teach warehouse how to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess the problem for e-commerce seller is to build these solutions and to manage it. Even though if they have existing ones, still it is a little bit disruption in the management. So you receive the service, but you don't receive the management. And still you need to think about having the internal logistics department to manage 3PLs, manage the sea freight, manage the tracking, manage the IT integrations as well. So together with logistics and some outsourcing IT specialists, or maybe in-house. So this is the separate way of doing business.
And in result, you pay for all of this in employee salaries, right?
Yes, correct.
In employee salaries. And when you work with the outsource, then all the costs are included only in the delivery. The small part, it is divided among all the clients, all the deliveries, and so there is this cost. It is divided on everybody. It becomes very small, and it is inside the delivery of the cost. And because of the volume, the delivery cost also falls down, and in the result, you just win the money. You win the money. You don't spend. You win time because you don't build this by yourself. You win the quality. You win the opportunities because we are developing all the time, and we bring more and more different opportunities. So this is like a logical step of development. When before, every seller had to build their own logistics and IT and fulfillment department. And if you see 1 million clients at Amazon, 100,000 of different, you can imagine how many this logistic department there on the market.
How much time they spend just to solve these questions.
Absolutely, because everybody is doing equal thing. Everybody is doing, and now this logical development of the industry brings to the market such companies as WAPI, and we're doing this thing already. We invest more money in this department, much more money that any e-com seller could invest in their logistic department, because this is our main business. And we go deep, very deep into the details, into the management, into KPIs, and we are searching for like absolutely different level of this supply chain, and we bring it to you for affordable prices and easy integration. That's the idea. That's what we're building. That's what we're doing. That's why we are existing.
And I guess knowledge is also matters, because when doing such company as WAPI, you have scale and a lot of like user cases, clients, and you build your services based that you talk to different clients and gain knowledges from clients, from market, from your partners, trying to get your services to the standards, industry standards. And this is what is hard for just seller. So he need not only just to bring the team in-house, but also follow that team has the industry standard now, like modern level of knowledges.
Yeah, absolutely. Networking, money to build all this, knowledge, IT colleagues who will help to build this, and the IT colleagues have to work with him and not say that, hey, we've got a huge future backlog and we're not ready to build this automation that you need right now. Yeah, we everybody know how IT departments always transfer to operational stuff. So Yeah, that's great. We love this story. And thank you, Nikolay. Thank you for this webinar. I
Yeah.
hope it will be very important for many e-com sellers who maybe still have this headache and still don't know about this solution, WAPI solution, that you can give all this headache and outsource and just focus on the product development and great marketing. And this combination will bring them boost of their sales and win of competition, because
Yes.
competition nowadays is huge.
Yes, it's mind-blowing. Like Thrasio gained 1.25 of like over 1 billion just 2021 to like grow in sales.
So I wish good luck to us, Nikolay. I wish good luck to every e-com seller. I wish good luck to e-com industry in general. And please stay tuned. Every Thursday, we've got wonderful webinars talking about e-com industry. And we will have, I think, several more webinars with Nikolay. And then we're preparing a huge amount of wonderful information, very good expertise, great guests from big companies, and I'll interview them and will bring you more and more knowledge so that your company will grow. Stay tuned, stay with us. WAPI, good luck.
Thank you all. Bye.